The United Nations says that at least 31 people have been killed in attacks in Burundi this month alone. The organization has raised more concern over the increase in violence. Tit-for-tat attacks between President Pierre Nkurunziza's security forces and those of his opponents escalated a year ago when he announced a disputed bid for a third term as president. In the latest incident, gunmen on Monday killed a brigadier general along with his wife and bodyguard. The International Criminal Court says it will investigate the violence in Burundi. Let's get to now more news coming out of Burundi at this moment. CCTV's Jane Keo is joining me on the line from the capital, Bujumbura. Jane, there are so many reports now of killings and violence still coming out of Burundi. Many are asking, why haven't those killings stopped?
Well, Beatrice, it certainly goes to show that Burundi is not out of the woods yet, and there's still a lot of insecurity as this crisis is last 12 months. Now, the police do say that these latest attacks, the killings, are the works of what they are calling criminal elements. They say that they have arrested at least 400 people over the last couple of months, and they're still investigating some of these incidents, including the latest assassination of that top army general, the late General Kararuza, who was killed on Monday with his wife as they dropped their daughter at a high school here in Bujumbura. Now, he was an advisor to the country's a security advisor to the country's vice president, and President Pierre Nkurunziza has given security agents a week to find the killers of General Kararuza. But Beatrice, this is also all happening in the midst of a lot of finger pointing, a lot of blame games from both sides. The opposition claiming that the main targets, that they're being victimized for opposing the government or airing their views. And then on the other hand, we have the government that is saying that we simply cannot kill our own people.
Jane, Burundi is due to hold a dialogue though next week over this crisis. Can you clarify that for us? What more do you know?
Well, indeed, that meeting has been called, and it's going to be chaired by former Tanzanian President Benjamin Mkapa, who was appointed facilitator to work alongside Uganda's Yoweri Museveni to try and resolve this crisis. Now, he was appointed at that East African Heads of State Summit in Arusha last month, and he's basically called this dialogue to set the stage for the talks. So here we are basically talking about talks before the talks with all the stakeholders, and this is the Burundi government, the opposition, the UN, members of the civil society, plus religious leaders. But Beatrice, at the moment, all indications still unclear if the government will be attending this meeting, because the advisor, William Nyamitwe, we spoke to him, and he's
Apologies for that. We have lost Jane Keo there. She's on the line to us from Bujumbura.